right, hello everyone. I want to start, basically I'll give you a it's just easier to film and do a video of this review rather than sit and write this gigantic paragraph on Reddit, or an essay really. So anyone looking at these are the Twister 110s. I don't think they're any different. These are a couple years older, but I think if you buy a new set now, I don't think you're gonna see anything different. This was the first skate I bought, and I looked at Powerslide, and I looked at even going like to the Maxxum. I think they were the 90s, the 4x90s, more of an entry level skate. And really what I was trying to do is, I'm 6'4", 230, and I got in a pair of just kind of basic skates, and I like the bearings, like my body weight was just too much for the bearings, so I needed something that I thought would roll a little more easy, like something that would equate to my body weight. So I started with these, and I have a 13 foot, and these are a US 13, so I mean I'm right at, Rollerblade says half a size up. I'm right at a 13, and the only thing that I noticed on your first skate, that I had at least, inside here on this left skate, I get a really, really bad blister after about 2 hours. I've got some good time in these skates, but for some reason I can never work that out. I know they say use a heat gun and just kind of gently press that out. I'm okay with doing that. It's something that I never really got around to. I've got tons of kids and like motorcycles and a bunch of other stuff, so it was just something like I never really felt like tinkering with. My wife though, actually my wife has a Powerslide boot. She really liked the boot, so that made me start to consider Powerslides. But as far as these edges go, the Hydrons, the 110s, they actually have a really good roll and a really good momentum, and the length of this factory frame is, for my height and weight, incredibly perfect. And I'm pretty uncoordinated and a tiny bit goofy when it comes to just how I move anyway, so that kind of helped my awkwardness. I would say the boot on this, despite looking so much like the Maxxum 125, is less comfortable. This is probably my least comfortable boot, but I would say if you're gonna do like an aggressive city skate, this would be the skate to go with. It's definitely the most flickable and maneuverable one. Then let's see, the next skate I got right here was the next 125. And I got it because I wanted my wife's level of comfort that she gets with her Powerslide boot, and I also wanted to try a big wheel. So I went for it. And this one, the only thing I didn't like about the skate is the boot. So like I said, I'm 13. This is a 13 men's, a 13.5 is humongous. This boot actually feels like it's a half size up. This though is actually the fastest skate and the most comfortable. It's not the most maneuverable skate. That's gonna be the Twister 110s. It's quiet. I actually like snuck up on a fox one night when I was skating. The fox had no clue I was even moving down the road. But these are kind of like skating on a damn cloud. The frame right here, the length, what Powerslide did to get everything really tight in here, makes you just haul ass. You can flick the piss out of these skates and go. I don't feel a lot of support up top. So what I did was I added a really thick Dr. Scholl's insole in the bottom, and that pretty much rectified everything. I would say this is probably my favorite skate right now. I've even considered doing that endless frame and doing like a maybe like a 4x100 I think setup, or it was either 4x90. I'd have to look at what I was looking at online again, but I like their mod fit options. I like that you can get like these swap out and they feel a lot better. Actually, I would say though, the best boot is going over to this next skate. So I got these and I wanted to see if I could just go further when I skated, like longer distances. And this was kind of a mistake for me because I can't remember what it's called, the pushes that they do. I don't know how to do them, or I can do them, but like there's nowhere here where I live that you can really open up and do the double push. But this skate, That one's the most comfortable. This is the best all-around boot. This strap system is insanely good. And once these are broken in, they're not all the way broken in. I think that this will become more comfortable than the Powerslide. But what I don't like is the length of this offset, if you're not double pushing, is like, it's an incredibly arduous way to skate. It's exhausting. And the only way that I've been able to fix it was do the adjustments on the bottom, where I actually set it out this direction on both skates. That helped a ton. When it goes in, it had me, when it was in further right here, it was just killing me. But I wished, honestly, the most perfect skate I could make would be to take this boot and put it on these Twister 110 with this frame right here with that boot, and you can see the difference in the quality. Like this shit is terrible. This is amazing. This feels amazing. It's super, like, the quality is like super obvious. These are obviously not very maneuverable at all, and you can look at it and tell, like, at least at my skill level. So I'm a novice skater, in my opinion, and everything's not going to be a professional skater who's, you know, some sponsored or whatever. It's just somebody who just trying shit out, really. But these, I love the color. I think that's awesome. Kind of reminds me of like a yellow version of a Cowie green. The hydrogen wheels are great. They're still not as good as the undercover wheels. If you're wanting to consider the two, if you're looking at a 125 skate, this is what you need. A 110 skate, or if you're even considering Maxxums at all, I would still probably, I don't know, man, maybe with like an endless frame or something. But the boot's amazing, but this from the jump is kind of, I don't know, man. I don't think it's worth the money. Then the next skate I got was, so you look at like the cost of the skate versus frames and wheels, and you're better off just to buy another skate. So I did want to try a 4x setup, because the last 4x setup I had, I figured maybe it would hold the distribution of my body weight better and roll even faster. And I've only got about 3 skates in these so far. But I ordered a size down. I went to the 12.5, and this boot's pretty much perfect. I think because it's a little tighter, it's less comfortable than the other skate, and I actually starting to grow to like that one the best. And I keep going back to those Powerslides, and it's probably because for my use case and how I skate, which is like a casual roll, but I want like the minimum amount of effort. It's gonna end with the most amount of comfort, so it goes back to being, these are definitively my favorite pair. But these 4x frames, they're definitely some good little pizza cutters, man. They roll quick, turn quick, they feel good. As far as speed goes, I'm not really sure. I haven't really been able to like really crack open on these yet, but I would say they're probably more directly competing with these guys right here. And I don't know, when they're broken in, I'll actually be able to give a better answer as which one's better. The Twisters are about to go to my kid though, and they are broken in. I don't know though, I feel like you could do a lot of cool tricks and shit with these, especially with a 4x frame, but the only thing is that fucking little spot right there. But yeah, these aesthetically they look great. They're a little tight. And the 4x's, I don't quite have an answer. I would tell you, if you're looking for a 4x setup, I would probably get you could probably buy a cheaper version of this next boot. Oh, by the way, I will tell you the drawback to the next boot. These are terrible. This is flimsy. This is the worst. This is a brand new skate, and it's just raggedy. And the same for this. You can't really get a good squeeze on that. I know some people like the looser feel on a skate, but yeah, I don't. But these support your body better for sure. That one's the best. That's the most comfortable. These are going to be a little tight, and it's a half size down from my normal foot size. But if you're going to do a 4x setup, I would just buy a cheaper next skate and then go with an endless frame with the and pick your wheel size, either the 90 or the 100. If you want to do a 3x, dodge that unless you just really want a great boot, or get this but put this frame on it. Other than that, I don't know if there's any question that you have as far as skating, like which one do you take overall. Obviously the Powerslide next. If you're looking at all 4 of these skates, get the Powerslide next, the 125. That's if you want to buy it and not have to do shit to the skate. But yeah, I don't know. Really though, it's going to come down to, if you like a lot of support, Maxims and Twisters. You want to go comfortable and casual and low effort skates, that's like a high speed, low drag right there. I would say this, but that's only if you're doing athletic shit. And these right here, I'm gonna assume that they already have the same character as this, but with an unbroken infield. Now as far as this goes, this still rolls better. It rolls a trillion times better, which is funny because I saw a 4x setup on YouTube where that actually rolled better. But anyway, I don't know how clear I was. I hope that some of the stuff I'm saying in here helps you, and saves you having to buy skates. Like I was saving up buying skates every few months and just testing shit, and just, you know, every few months I'd just throw like $50 to the side, and then eventually I'd get a new skate. But hopefully it saves you what I had to go through, and that's really the goal for this video. But anyway, happy trails everybody, and good luck with your skating.